had taken a command at that point meant our flank did not buckle, and the Ottoman rabble did not cut us to pieces as we fled.
So who won in the end?
The battle lasted all day, and in the end no one knew who had won, because both sides left the field. Only later did we find out. Prince Lazar had fallen there alongside all his Serbian nobility. Still later came the news that Lazar...
Let's see. Rylia says, do you need to play and complete the first game to play this one? I would say no, you don't have to. However, it would make a lot more sense. You know? It is, like, the first game, ends, after a, let's say it's kind of like ending book one of a two-part series, right? It has a good ending, but then they hit the road, and they're off to deliver a message. The second game picks up literally hours after that, and they're on the road going to deliver that message, and then stuff starts hitting the fan. So if you're not going to play the first game, I would say at least watch see if you can find a YouTube video that kind of gives you a rundown of what happened, because it would make the second game would make a lot more sense. But is it required? No, it is not required. But if you like one, you'll probably like both. So there's that too. I've only done the first X hours of the game one, so wondering if I should play it again before trying to catch up. That's kind of what I did. Well, I heard about this game coming out, and I was like, you know, that looks really cool. I wonder if I would like it. And then I was like, I'm going to try the first game. And I played the first game, and I ended up loving it. And that was just a couple of weeks ago. And so then I started this game, you know, after finishing the first game. So, I mean, it's not going anywhere. If you think you'd like it, I would say play both. But that's how I would do it.
had been captured and executed by the Turks the day after the battle.
They executed a prince?
Aye. They beheaded him, because someone had slit their sultan's throat like a piglet.
So you didn't win?
It's hard to say. We held our own against the odds and survived. Only without their prince, it was just a matter of time before Serbia fell into the new Ottoman Sultan's lap. Fortunately, I didn't stick around to see it. All the same, even as I'm telling it, it strikes me...
You've improved scholarship listening to this.
I suppose time heals all kinds of shit. In the end, you forget the bad things. And yet, I can only thank God that Nicholas Gabriel was there.
Your captain?
Aye, him. We actually became friends of sorts. He even taught me one of his sword tricks.
He did?
Aye, really. I could even show you sometime. A memory of the good man who saved my arse on that day.
Okay.
Would you show me the swordsmanship technique Commander Nicholas taught you back in Kosovo?
Why not? I'd be happy to show it to you. But whether you understand it is up to you. Oh, at any rate, you need to be quick and thorough. Because for once, you aren't attacking the head directly, but rather the opponent's sword. When you knock it aside, you open up space for a deadly blow. Now come and try it a few times.
Is that supposed to be that we just practice it? Let me see. Combos. Longsword. Rosen. After a sequence of strike, the right strike, deflect the... after a sequence of a strike from above and two left, finish the strike attack to the right. Up, left, left, right. Okay, it's like a combo system thing. Yeah, look, rank 10? I had a 1, a 2, a 7, and a 10 now. Okay. I never have much success with the combos in this game. Usually, I do better off with the, just going for feints. I feel like whenever I start a combo, they just interrupt it. Okay, so let's see. What's the next thing? Talk to the Dry Devil.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
Aye. Well, Janos and Adder didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Well, why not? And since it's you, I'll show it to you twice so you'll understand it.
Pommel strike.
I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit more direct, my friend. Just forget about what it looks like, you get me? I'll show you how to take out your opponent without slitting him open from his neck to his arse. What do you say?
Sure.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Aye, I can see you like longswords too, eh? So listen, the trick is about speed and surprise. After stabbing with the sword, you immediately turn it around, and while sliding, you strike the sword's pommel forward. If you do it fast enough, the opponent won't have time to move, and you'll hit him right between the eyes. And now, come and try it a few times. Good, eh? Let it sit for a while, and you'll get it in your blood. You'll see.
Okay, so let's see. Player, combos, longsword, pommel strike. Down, down, right. Okay. Alright, what do I need to talk to him about?
Now that your band is back, can we finally start something?
Aren't you a feisty one? But if you want to hear the plan, speak to Zizka. He'll tell you more.
Okay, go talk to Zizka.
Can we start the meeting? We don't have much time.
Aye, we're all waiting for you.
Zizka looks drunk.
I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people
Oh,
out.
Hans is here.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
To tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people.
How and when did Hans get freed? Which time? this is Kingdom Come Save Hans. We have saved him so many times from various crap in the two games. Yes, we recently saved him again.
Suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Speechcraft.
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all. Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
I think Eric is the nearer threat right now.
Von Bergov's too powerful. We don't stand a chance against him. But it was Eric who led the attack on the Jewish quarter. He's the one we should strike at.
But that wouldn't do us much good. Besides, who knows where the bastard is now? No, Sir Hans is right. We should get rid of Von Bergov.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malashov, So unless any of you can fly...
I know a secret
we
passage
can't
into
get to
Malashov.
him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Berghoff, used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
5.5? Who's the half?
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the
Didn't he
fool.
lose an eye? No, he was effectively blinded, like it was swollen shut and festering and stuff, but they, Godwin treated it and they managed to save the eye, so he's just got like a scar now.
Want to join us?
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as
Hi, Jabbers.
haven't got the coin.
That's enough. Von Berko has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot
What
of
did he show them?
blathering.
Oh, it's a ton of money.
Where did you get such a fortune? After what happened?
People in Kolin decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
Ah, so that's why you were so eager to go there.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Ah, I was afraid you'd never ask. I can just see the look on von Bergov's face when we point his own cannon straight at it.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Berkhoff and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to
Adder.
stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Henry, can I have a word?
Hans?
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you and couldn't.
He was really worried, but when we were like, hey dude, we got this secret escape tunnel, let's get out of here, he's like, no, go risk your own life to find me a different exit because I don't like the dark. Yeah, you're really worried.
It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
But it didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
Tunnels.
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
That sounds kind of flirty.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And
Unless there's tunnels.
secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province.
You know what's going to be funny? Is if I look at the stats on this bow he's giving me, and I compare it to the bow that I dug out of the poop pit, and the poop bow is better. What do you think, guys? Is the poop bow going to be better than the knightly bow that's my reward for saving the prince?
I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
I'm honored. Thank you, friend. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia.
Jobst?
Who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up.
You stole it?
To pay him back, I relieved him of the bow.
You're giving me a bow you stole from one of our allies? What if he sees it?
Rabosh. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine.
Wine?
Woods.
Wine twice.
Arrows. Wine.
3 times.
Shoot some deer and celebrate with wine.
4.
Like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. Because,
You got captured by
as you
humans.
yourself heard, there's no reasonable mission here for the noble lord of Liper and Perkstein. So all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die of hunger here. You'll come with me, right? We promised Shishka some meat, after all.
Sure.
That's a good idea, actually. Where should we go?
I found this great spot in the forest near Bohunyevitz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready. I can smell the game from here.
Okay, so the game just saved, but I'm curious about the bow. Alright. Hunting bow from Hans Capon. 130 strength. 130 power. Poop bow. 200 power. This majestic bow, stolen from a noble with an ancient history, passed down the Armstrong line for generations, taken by Lord Hans Capon as revenge for being left in lockup, and handed down to his most faithful knight for a show of bravery, is worse than the poop bow by almost half. It has stink damage? It does not have stink damage. Oh, man. It's heavier? It is a little heavier, yeah. It's a little bit heavier. I wonder if I should swap to that instead of using the crossbow. It takes so long to load the crossbow, I almost never use it. But... I don't know. Could be fun to try it out for a little bit. The poop bow, I mean, not the one that he gave me. Alright. Okay, so with that, chat, it is 2 p.m. on the dot. I'm gonna save our progress here, and we will eagerly pick it up back from here next time.